tomorrow. You know how it is. But for now, we're going to play my very first franchise game, so I'm going to go ahead and fully dog the Cardinals and then go to bed. It's finally popped up that I was streaming. So here we go. First thing I want to do is league settings. I do not care about getting sacked, to be quite honest. I just want to know all Madden. People say like all Madden, it's like they're making ridiculous plays and stuff. Madden's a ridiculous game. Like, yeah, you want this stuff to be like real life, but the way I use my players, I feel like it's not in real life scenarios. So it seems like we're using the Detroit's offense and the Carolina's defense. Okay. I mean, if we've been using the Detroit's offense, I mean, it's been working. So, we'll stay with it. Hopefully we get a good win week 1. Start off the season really well. Nothing is guaranteed. Ryan Fitzpatrick will be starting week 1. That is confirmed. Oh yeah, and a lot of injuries. As you guys saw, David Montgomery is not injured, but he is going to be the second string running back. And as well as, I forgot to tell you guys, we had a great pickup. We traded Kenny Galladay in a 4th round pick for Marquise Brown. That was a last minute decision to Jake accepting that one, and that's a huge trade. Kenny Galladay was doing nothing, as you guys know, and so now we gotta take on the Cardinals and hopefully have a good game. Open the season really well. We chose 7 out of 9 wins. It's doable. I mean, is it gonna happen? Probably. I think again. So Ryan Fitzpatrick. Changed him to 16, but I think it was on stream when we did that. We're gonna give it to our starting running back for now, Ty Johnson. I think he's a decent back, or I think he's a decent, probably backup, but for now, until we really see who comes back from injury and all that, he's a starter. So yeah, we're gonna give him the ball again, and Ty Johnson's gonna roll over for our first time. And I think we're just gonna pound the run game, dude. We've got a decent run line, or we've got a line. It's runnable behind. We've got a line that we can run behind. And our receivers aren't that good. Our quarterback's not that good. So, yeah. You see Ty Johnson picking up space. Gonna pick up the first down right there. 3 rushes, 21 yards. Not bad at all. Jacksonville beat Kansas City. That's a huge one. Like I said, we are hoping to make the wild card. Yeah, maybe even win our division. So Montgomery enters the field. Montgomery. Oh, who was that? Number 93. A very good block shed right there. Gonna stuff us on that one, and we'll look for a pass here. Jesse James, definitely probably gonna be the target that I'm looking for. He's played one phenomenal of a career. I mean, tomorrow's my first day of school, back to school at least. I don't want to say first day of school, as that's gonna be a hard catch that Marvin Jones is gonna make. Marvin Jones is the key to this offense. He is the man that brings this entire offense together. So here we go. Take the snap. Gonna pull it. And Hollywood Brown has room. He's gonna get a yard shy of the first. Inches, if you will. And we'll run it, I think Ty Johnson can push this one through. Ty Johnson. He's gonna get the snap. Ty Johnson's got room to run. And he can't juke, but he is fast. He hits holes well, and that's really what we need. He's a power back. He really is a power back. We can work on his elusiveness. And yeah. But he's a hard runner, and we like that. First and goal. Fitzpatrick's gonna take the snap, throw it to Hollywood Brown. Try to get the edge. Unfortunately, probably should have cut up field, maybe get a couple extra yards. Nonetheless, I do think he keeps himself from a big hit. TJ Hawkinson was our first pick, but you gotta think, dude, Marquise Brown was a really high pick as well, and as Stafford gets sacked, Jordan Hicks coming through the A gap, I do believe that was, and that puts us in a position here. Fitzpatrick does want, you want to cap off your first drive really well. So here we go. Fitzpatrick's gonna roll out, and he's gonna have to throw it away. Take a field goal, As Rams beat the Carolina Panthers. Just hope to get a win. Obviously, like I said, if he does have an incredibly bad game, or he's just losing his games, like he just cannot seem to, like obviously right there, I think it's a decent drive. Matthew Stafford will come in, but I think ultimately, like, it's like, hey, you're the starting quarterback, and it's like, in real life, you know, like, oh, you're playing terrible, like Jameis Winston, we're going to throw Fitzpatrick back out there, and stuff like that. But here's what we're looking at. We're facing Kyler Murray, but also David Johnson. So that's something you got to remember. David Johnson, he went early in fantasy. He didn't play too hot last year, though. He definitely had a little bit of a setback. As Tavon Wilson Sr. right there to take out the tight end, but he kind of had a little bit of a setback. Can he somehow in this game get the ball, get back from that setback? Obviously, I want to pinch. I don't want this man getting through the gap. I want him to try to go outside and have our linebackers make plays. And it's a goal, and they throw it right to Justin Coleman, and Justin Coleman gets the ball back. Kyler Murray throws it a little too short, and that's a pick. Ryan Fitzpatrick back on the field. Justin Coleman was a pick to start over. Oh, that's way overthrown, and we just threw a pick back. No. Ryan Fitzpatrick got away with that one. Justin Coleman was a last-minute decision to start over Rashad Melvin. See if it's seeming to pay off at least. Tyler Johnson nowhere to go. And we don't want to settle for another field goal. We obviously want a first down. We're going to go out passing here. We don't want to force anything, though. I do believe we're really close to field goal range, if not in field goal range. We got Ty Johnson out of the backfield. He's got a catch. First down. Ryan Fitzpatrick, you know, it's a quick cat, or he takes a snap, quick throw. And that's just really what I like about Ryan Fitzpatrick. He gets the ball out quick, I do feel, and that's something that you really want out of a quarterback. Fitzpatrick takes a snap. He's got Jesse James. And still stiff on the wrong way. Obviously had the ball in the wrong hand, but I know I said I'll be getting a 2nd and 7. So here we go. Fitzpatrick taking the snap. Fitzpatrick looking, gonna hit Marvin Jones for a first down. 59 yards for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like I said, we're not trying to force the run or anything, so we're just trying to win. And Fitzpatrick's doing a really nice job of that. So here we go. Nobody picked up that linebacker. Got picked up, but there's just no room for Ty Johnson to run. If he has a great game, he has a great game. He continues to play. If he has a bad game, he just gets benched. It's not really that hard. Ty Johnson. Snap made. Ty Johnson's getting the football. Nowhere to run. And he'll get a gain of 2 again. Bringing it to a 3rd down. And that's really the reason why running is something that you got to be cautious with. Things like that can happen. So here we go. Ryan Fitzpatrick has all day to run. And he's going to try to get it on his feet. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 4th and 1. And the Detroit Lions are going to be forced to kick another field goal. Matt Price 2 for 2 in the regular season here. Nobody has a touchdown this year for us yet. Ty Johnson, obviously, okay, kind of wants to be Rookie of the Year. But then again, so does Marquise Brown. And I think Ryan Fitzpatrick has some throw power. Like, I have not seen a difference between him and Matt Stafford. And Matthew Stafford and Joe Flacco have always been high in throw power. Now, maybe age is tweaked that Madden. But Josh Allen, another one. And Matt Stafford seems to throw pretty far. Pat Mahomes, too. But seems to throw pretty hard, or pretty far compared to a lot of people. So I think he's like, we've got him. Next year, obviously, okay, he may play 2 games for us, but I think it might be something that he starts, somebody to learn behind him, and then we bench him. Like I said, we got to think about the future here. As Walker takes a hit, and Isabella just got whacked. Imagine your name being Isabella for real, or it's his last name. So I mean, but still, imagine that being your first name. Oh my gosh, Darius Slay just decapitated David Johnson. Darius Slay, we did have a trade. We wanted Darius Slay, Mike Daniels, and no, it was Trey Flowers and Damian Harrison. And I said, you know what, I'd take it for Odell, but I'm keeping Darius Slay. He's the one guy. He's one of the only guys that are safe on this team, as that's Quandre Diggs who cannot make the play. And Christian Kirk, he had a pretty good season last year. He was one of those guys that, you know, didn't play terrible on a very bad, worst team in the NFL, actually. Darius Slay picks up the fumble, though. Slay breaks a tackle. Darius Slay. All he has to do is outbeat him. But Kyler Murray makes the play. A fumble by Danny Isabella. And this defense has really put this team in a great position. And Ty Johnson takes it. He's going to pull it and get down to the 12-yard line. As what a game this defense has had. They're really the reason why they're winning. This is the third time they've been in the red zone. And really, I mean, the offense did it the first time, but after that, the defense has really helped. Because here we go. Fitzpatrick gonna look. Fitzpatrick looking, end zone. James Agnew cannot hold on. That was a pretty good play. I don't even know who that was. I'll have to figure out though. So here we go. Fitzpatrick gonna run a draw, and Ty Johnson a yard shy. 28 seconds. I simply chew it. If we don't get in, you know, we don't get in. I think we run a toss here. So here we go. Third down. Fitzpatrick's gonna waste a little bit more time, just in case we don't get it. Ty Johnson. And that's again, who is that? Swearinger? DJ Swearinger, oh, I didn't know. I forgot to call timeout. Maybe we don't get points. Rip. Well, what we screwed up there. No, it's DJ Swearinger. Really stuffed us. I was too busy trying to figure out his name. Probably should have called timeout. We'll be good. 6-0. And Arizona's still in it. I mean, they're definitely gonna have to. Obviously, they were in red zone last time. I can't take that away from them. They're gonna have to figure out how to stop letting our defense get these takeaways. We have 2 in the first half, which is really incredible. And I mean, and they've also got to learn how to get down the field. Which they started to figure out a little bit, but you can't let that confidence get away. You gotta take. Hey, yeah, we fumbled, but you see how well we got down the field. That's what you gotta remember. And they're gonna give it to Johnson again. David Johnson, he's loose. Quandre Diggs goes after him, but Johnson makes them pay. This is what you were hoping for David Johnson, coming off of an injury last year, coming off a not very good year. It's just like Aaron Rodgers. Like, are they sleeping on him? Is he? You know, he's just got to get back in his groove, and I think David Johnson's showing that right now. It's right there. Adams, dude. What a play. That's our middle linebacker. He used to be a free safety. He's played very well at the linebacker position. He really just stood up David Johnson. I mean, oh, and what a hit from Kennard. It's picked up, though, by number 64, dude. This is a hard-hitting team. As Adams, I mean, he's played good as safety. He just stood up. Who they just had in there, David Johnson. This is going to be, and Philip Walker. I mean, that's not even a bad play. That's Larry Fitzgerald, you know. I mean, I'm not saying he's always been fast. Larry Fitzgerald, obviously, though years come, he's not the fastest receiver anymore, but I mean, he knows how to run routes really well, and he definitely has great hands, and he's one of the greatest receivers in the league. So I wouldn't be mad if I was Philip Walker, knowing that, you know, I just played as a really good player. Because we're gonna rush here. We're gonna send a really big blitz. It just depends if it works or not. Kyler Murray, 2nd and 8, is gonna pass it. Adams is almost in position. Realize Christian Kirk has had some hands today. Went up and got it against Quandre Diggs and stuff like that. That's Jones. I don't remember his first name actually, but he was not supposed to start week 1. A lot of these defensive players were not supposed to start week 1, but they did. They had Jones turn around his season. A lot of people did, and oh, this is David Johnson breaks off Darius Leonard, but Quandre Diggs is there. And he's injured, and that's huge because a man that he was played with injuries when his career first took off, and now Number 29, I don't even know who that is, will have to come in the game. They're going to run it, give it to Christian Kirk. I believe that's his third catch on the day. He's played a very good football game, and you know, you really want to cap it off that drive. Yeah, 3 for 61 is not bad. You really want to cap it off that drive if you're Kyler Murray and really the entire offense, because you bring the lead back on a very defensive game. I mean, really it's like a one-sided, but it's not. And I mean, just mental mistakes, you know, forgetting to call a timeout and stuff like that, or stuff that we gotta figure out. And Agnew probably could take that back if I was better. Agnew, no less. Nice return down to the 29. And, you know, he's played receiver. Obviously, right now he had one DJ Swearinger really locked him down. Definitely that one play. You always have to see how good he plays. Yeah, we don't want to abandon the run game, though. Ty Johnson has definitely played a decent game, and he's going to continue that day with a first down right there. 12 rushes, 60 yards. Averaging 5 a carry. You know, he's playing well. He is playing well. So here we go. Ryan Fitzpatrick takes the snap. He's got Jesse James. And Jesse James picks up the first down. Jesse James had one hell of a preseason game the first week. And really, we just haven't seen anything from the tight end since then. So, Jesse James got the honorable, I don't know what the word I'm looking for or how to say it. So, he's got the start. Due to really nobody else like producing like he has. I want to start TJ Hawkinson from his age, you know. I want to trade Jesse James so we can get TJ Hawkinson time. Build into him, you know, give him game time, show what it's like. Maybe even bench Jesse James or just make them, you know, slip. But Jesse James is a really good player. He's young. Maybe you could develop him. As here, Fitzpatrick needs to get out of the pocket. A really smart throw right there. I mean, you just don't want to throw that. There's nothing open. You don't want to force anything. That's a really smart decision by Ryan Fitzpatrick. And, you know, age really comes into part of that. About why he's a starter and stuff. And again, he's rushed out of the pocket. And this Cardinals defense, you cannot say has not played well. They have locked up these past 2 plays. And here you come to a 3rd down and 10. And you got to find something open. He's going to throw it to Johnson. Incomplete. And now Matt Prater will line up a 50-yard kick. That is good. And they increase the lead back to 6, but this is all field goals. Nobody has been able to touch the other's end zone. Both defenses have been bent but not break, especially this Arizona Cardinals. How many trips has this team had to the red zone? Oh, what a hit. As the Lions, I mean, you know, they've had a really good hitting defense. They played really well. Obviously, nobody wants to see somebody get injured, but it will help out this Lions team, I do believe. Adams reads them like a children's book. And Adams gets the ball back. And that's the 2nd pick for Kyler Murray today. That's not what Kyler Murray should have done. That's just not a smart play. Because he puts this team back in a position to score. And now, Agnew is deep. Oh, just can't make the catch. He was touchdown bound. That could have been the first touchdown of the game. Unfortunately, he cannot hang on. But you got to think, though, dude. He just puts him back in a position to get another field goal and make it a 2-possession game. I mean, they made it damn near right here. It's 3rd and 5, though. And they see some running room, so they're going to try to run for it, and they will. Ty Johnson gets it to the 22. You get a touchdown here, and you go for the 2-point conversion. You're up by 14. That's a good decision, but you got to score first. Like I said, you can't say, hey, you can't have decisions about something that may not happen. Fitzpatrick's just gonna have to throw it away again. I mean, yeah, he wants to run it, you can tell, but he knows he doesn't have the speed. He's playing smart though. Definitely gonna affect his stats, like his passer rating and stuff being 50%. But I mean, overall, he just made smart decisions that That's an overthrow on Lewis. Tommy Lee Lewis played decent, you know. And you can see there, yeah, he was open, but it's going to get the ball to him. 3rd and 10. You don't want to go 3 and out again. It's not in the playbook. And Fitzpatrick knows it. He's going to try to get away. He fumbles it, though. And the offense falls on it, luckily. And yeah, you can tell the offensive line is really mad that he is not sliding. They bought him all that time. And he doesn't repay them with a little slide right there to make him look good. Nonetheless, it's been all field goals, 12-3. This offense, and you know that their coach he's gonna be happy with this win. Very happy with the defense. The defense played phenomenal. But what he's gonna want is he's gonna talk about that offense, about finishing. They're gonna, oh, what a hit! What a hit! Number 10 is taking a beating. Jeremy Curley can barely stand on his feet. Nonetheless, the offense, he's going to talk to them about finishing. They're going to play a lot of red zone stuff, you know. Try to, oh, and that's a play that needs to be made. And number 85. The tight end damn near made a really good play right there. Charles Clay puts him back in a really good position, but I mean, they're going to talk about finishing this game, I do believe. I mean, they're going to talk about, I mean, yeah, the defense played well. They won that game, though. And we ultimately did nothing. I mean, that game was... He's going to talk about how this game was way too close. That they just finished their drives. Because they get down there, they get too tired, they give up. If they could just finish those drives, then, I mean, they'd be in a better position. As that is... Danny Isabella. And Kyler Murray, he's 135 yards, 10 for 13, but... That's his first incompletion. The other 2 are just picks. Oh, and Kyler Murray is on the loose. He shut off. And Kyle, you gotta slide. Darius cited his 2nd fumble recovery on the day. Kyle refused to slide. You know that they know quarterbacks are vulnerable, and you know that there's gonna be players headhunting. And you just gotta remember that. Fitzpatrick's gonna try to put this game away. You know, have a good. You know, your offense hasn't played the greatest game, but you have a put away drive. This game's over. Not the play you're looking for. And we all know what he was looking for, a first down. He's looking for a play to get him a first down. 2-minute warning passes by. You get that team on their toes, because they may not think you're running at that point. Fitzpatrick gonna go for a pass again. Looking for a game-ending play. 3rd and 21. Fitzpatrick has struggled to complete passes against his team. Nothing has really been arguably open. I don't think it is his fault. The receivers have just really not been there, and that'll be a 2-yard completion. And TJ Hawkinson after that. This will be a punt by Sam Martin, who had a really good punt in the preseason. And maybe he could possibly have a win right here. And Ford goes the outside. It's going to stop Pat Pete from going anywhere. And that's a big play by Mike Ford. Stop Patrick Peterson from making a play. So here we go. Kyler Murray looking. He's going to have to make a play. Adams wasn't there. And Christian Kirksey and Charles Clay have definitely had some pretty good, I've had a pretty good day. Murray's going to go short to number 49. Sit down. That's Philip Walker. Not Philip Walker. I think that's Walker. And Walker's been a dog for this team. Oh, and he was almost there. Andrew Adams is almost in position to stop Charles Clay. Damian Harrison. That'll be a timeout by the Arizona Cardinals. As they got to get in the end zone, they have a chance. I mean, it's a very small chance, but they could really get back in this game. As they're going to give it to the fullback, who will score the only touchdown of the day by the fullback Williams. And the snap is made. The kick is good. 25 seconds. They're down by 2. This defense has played well. The offense will have to put them away. You know it's gonna. You know what the play's gonna be. It wouldn't let me switch it. You know it is an onside kick that is in the fate of the Arizona Cardinals. They rest on an onside kick now. And they get it! David Montgomery saves the game. Now, I don't like doing you guys know that, so I'm going to run it with 2 clock. That is probably how the game went, unless we fumble. David Montgomery he saved it. That could have went really bad. Nonetheless, it goes good. And Ty Johnson will get a really nice carry there. Get the first down. 12-10. This is gonna be the final score of this game. A game that shouldn't have been as close as it was, seeing how great this team played. Nonetheless, I mean this could have went bad as Ty Johnson will get a run. And that'll be the last play, I believe, of the game. Yep. 4th quarter expires. And the Arizona Cardinals take a rough loss. And you look at the stats, I mean, Kyler Murray played pretty good. 2 picks. I mean, made up for a touchdown. 212 yards. 83%. I'm sorry if Fitzpatrick was other than 50, but 80 passing yards. Rushing wise, Ty Johnson had a 100-yard game. He played really well. David Johnson, Kyler Murray, and Ryan Fitzpatrick fumbled. I do believe that Ty Johnson played a really good game. Christian Kirksey had 79 yards. Charles Clay was 76. Marvin Jones, 2 catches. I mean, Marquise Brown didn't really do much. Obviously, that's 1 sack defensively, though. DJ Swearinger was all over the field, dude. I mean, Darius played pretty decent. We had no sacks, actually. Andrew Adams had a pick. Justin Coleman had a pick. And, I mean, they have the pass deflections. Kennard and Adams and Walker had forced fumbles. Darius Slay recovered 2 for 78 yards. No touchdowns, unfortunately, for this team. That's how I'm going to end it, guys. So, I'll see you guys week 2. I'm not going to end it yet, but about it. We're going to wrap this up, boys. So, congratulations on the win, coach. Early victories can make or break a team's forward momentum, so you guys are definitely starting the season on the right foot. Yeah, we played a good game. We definitely did. Well, I do want to change the sliders a little bit. So, injuries didn't seem like they needed to be lowered, but lower fumbles, a little bit of run blocking. I didn't see anything else. I think everything else was really good, really solid, really. Yeah, I don't think anything else was really bad. I think everything else was really good. Oh, we definitely want to turn out down. Where is it? Face mask penalties. Like a 45. Injuries are at a 40, but I've only seen 1, so. But yeah, I think everything is really good. I think every stat is where it needs to be. I mean, yeah. Oh, we do want to do one thing. I do want to change one thing. And some people might not like this change, but Agnew, I still want him to get playing time, but I do want Marquise Brown to get a little bit more. So Agnew will be the backup slot receiver, but I need Marquise Brown getting playing time. And then, yeah, I think I'll probably have him start over. He'll be the 3rd guy, so he'll definitely get playing time as well. So I'm gonna end it, guys. We probably won't advance for a good long time. So thank you guys for watching. Guys, really tight, but as hard as you possibly can. See the Browns won. I've won. We'll see if we can keep this 1-0 train. We'll see how long we can stay undefeated. And I'll see you guys next time.